Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to look at my plugin Charity. Charity is a plugin where you can donate random items, useless items per se, which in return when you've donated something you can be given karma points. You can rename karma to something else, and you can have a charity shop which may reward anything from crate keys to items, in-game currency, whatever you like. It can run commands as well. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is download Charity from SpigotMC. There's other sort of resource websites where I have also published Charity, but the one that I update the most is SpigotMC. Head over to your Minecraft panel. In this instance I'm using Pterodactyl. My server is provided by Snownote, so shout out to snownote.com for hooking me up with this free server. After you've downloaded your plugin, just drag and drop it into whatever file manager, into whatever manager you're using. My current plugin version is 2.4.9 for Charity. Once you've uploaded that, head over and start the server. Of course, if your server is already running, you can just go ahead and restart the server. So as it's loading, let me load up my Minecraft client here. Cool, that's uploaded. Let me just change out of that and drag this over. Rightio, welcome to my wonderful blank world. First of all, to test that Charity is working, of course you can see that there's a version message there, but you can just do /ch and that should bring up Charity. So here you've got like how to use, donate items and stats, and of course when you click into the chest you can also drop off some stuff there as well. Let's go with a couple diamonds. We'll go with a wooden sword and some oak planks. Perfect. So we've got these three items here. What you can do is you can just /charity give. This will just give the item that's in your hand to Charity. Yeah, you can run that command again. Of course, I'm not holding anything, and when you're not holding anything, it will say you must hold an item to give. These settings are adjustable. We'll go over the settings very shortly. When you do Charity, you do have this donate items chest. You can also do /ch chest. So if you want to set up a chest or an NPC to do that, you can totally do that. Let me spread out these oak planks. As you can see, it's not in a stack. So if I just escape, you can see a lot of messages about it adding to Charity. When we do open the Charity, you can see it has stacked it nicely for us. We do have a cool command here called Charity Stats, which here you can see total stacked items is 3, so there's 3 slots in use. The total items is 18. There's 1 unique owner. Of course, it's just me in the server at the moment. How much storage is the storage file size taking up? Who is the current active top donor? So you can see it's me with 3 stacks or 3 slots. And then what is the most common items? So you can see oak planks with 12 items. You can see that the total karma worth is 50, and what is the oldest item and the newest item. So that's really cool. You can also check out some basic Charity info stuff, like who's the author, which is me, the version number, what intended Minecraft version it should be for, basically what it works best with. We can load up a help command. So here you can see the user has got, I think, the charity.use. They can open the GUI, they can give items, open the chest, open the shop, the info and the help command. If you've got charity.admin, you'll then see the rest of the commands that you can run, which is give points, take points, check points, reset points, clean up, reload and stats. Of course, you've just seen the stats commands that I had just run there. So very, very easy. You can open up Charity, you can try claim your own item. You can see here you cannot claim it, but if you do right click it, you will of course need karma to reclaim your item. Let's try reclaiming the wooden sword. No, so we need 6 karma. So let's just do CH, give points, go 35, 6. Oh, whoopsies, did that one twice. So now we can right click, claim the item back. So we lost 6 karma, which is 1 for the wooden sword, which is 1 worth, plus 5 reclaim per item. So every item that goes in, if you want to get it back, it costs 5 karma. And let's try give it back. It will not take it back. Charity is full, or the item cannot be added. So if an item has gone through charity, it adds this really cool law, which basically says donated by whoever. It checks for this tag, and if the item has that tag, then it can't be added back. So yeah, that's pretty much it in that sense. Another one is when another player claims your item. The item, when they claim it, you will then be rewarded those points. So say you give an item that's worth 15 karma or 15 points, whatever you want to call it, coins, whatever. When the other player then claims the item, you will then receive the points. The points can be used in the charity shop. Here you can see the shop is disabled. So if we just pop out over here and then we go into our plugins, there we go, let me just move some stuff around, and then into charity. So here we've got a few things, starting with player data. This is sort of every file which is contained for every single player. It can get a bit much. It just tracks their UUID, the name, the points balance, what points are given, taken, items taken. So some basic statistics per player. Here then we've got the config. It can be a little confusing, but once you've read it and you get the hang of it, very easy. So you can enable or disable the sounds, enable or disable the shop. So let's change that to true. The maximum allowed items in charity, this would be slots, not items directly, but the slots that are used. How long can an item stay in charity before it is auto removed? Check expiry of the item every 30 minutes. The action cooldown for how long we can do commands, so let's change it to 5 seconds. And then daily claim limit, basically how many times can someone get something from charity. So it's currently set to 5 items or 5 slots a day. And then of course, after how many days should we remove old player data files? So if you've got a player who has been inactive for 3 months by default, it'll just go ahead and delete their player data file. So all the points and everything, all the stats that they've got, so say that they've got a karma balance, if they have not joined your server in 3 months, it will wipe it. You can change it to after a week if you want. So here we can see the base points per unit currently is set to 1. You can make it higher, and then of course the points keyword, we're just calling it karma at the moment. We do have blacklisted items. You can add whatever you want into there, then different worths for different items, and then of course the different sounds. So let's go ahead and save that, and let's pop back into the charity folder. So under items, of course, here you can see my UUID, who's the owner, and then basically the base 64 string of what the item is, and all the tracking that goes along with it. So very nice. Under messages, you've got all the different messages that are shown. For this one here, if you just change it to the double quotation, it will automatically disable the announcements. So every time when you give something or you drop something in the charity chest, it will announce this to the whole server that something has been added to charity. So when a single item is given, it will actually tell everyone what the item was. If you use a chest, it will just say that something got dropped into charity. All of this is changeable, and you can translate it as you wish. Moving into shop, the shop of course is disabled. Let's quickly go over here. So you can see that there is a placeholder, points keyword, so you can change the word or just not have it in general. So here we can see this is all default. So you've got an example reward of a diamond, a shiny diamond rewards. So the price is 25 and you get 3 of the item. Another one is feather, and then this feather is a fly perk for 1 hour. So you can see it costs 100, you get 1 of those. the price 100 for how many points or karma, so that keyword once again. And then here we can see luck perms, user player permission, set temp, essentials.fly, true 1 hour. This is based on if you're using luck perms for your permission handler and you're using essentials. In my server I stay away from essentials. I do use CMI for my testing. Then on the last one you've got like gold crate keys, so tripwire hook, use warp crates. Of course this is just going to be a plain tripwire hook, so you'd have to change up some stuff there. At the moment the sort of type of items that are supported varies. So here you can see the material is tripwire hook, and then these are the laws and then the commands. So you can actually give the item, you can give them the actual key, but it's also going to give them the material. In a future update I plan on having a configuration for give material, yes or no, or true or false. So example, in this crate key, instead of giving the actual hook, you can just run a command to give the item and it won't give the actual material itself. So that's default. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Minecraft again and we're going to do charity reloads. Of course it's always best to restart your server, but in today's case we're just going to reload it. Now when we open up the shop, you can see that we've got the fly perk and the gold crate key, but the diamonds is missing. Why is the diamonds missing? Oh, it's because there's another item in that slot. That would totally make sense. Well, that was an oversight, I guess, when I was planning out all of that. So charity reload, charity shop, here's a diamond. So let's try claim it. Of course you need 25 points. Give points, give 35, 25. So now when we open up the shop, hey, there's our 3 diamonds, our example rewards. Of course it would say a shiny diamond reward, price 25, points keyword. It's come to my attention now, of course, the points keyword doesn't work. So I will of course get that updated in the next version. So once again I'm running 2.4.9. So in this one, remove the points keyword because it will just display the placeholder. But eventually I'll get that working. So yeah, you can name them whatever you want. You can give the item into charity. So here we can see we've got 3 example rewards, and it's different to the other diamond because the name is different, but it does add the additional law of donated by. So when you claim, if you do claim it back, of course nothing will work in that front. So yeah, it's fairly simple, very easy to set up and get going. And that's pretty much it. So the idea really behind it was just to give players an opportunity to give away just trash and junk that they don't want. It could be they have heaps of coal and they want to give a stack of coal to charity because they want to be nice. Of course this item will expire, but if it doesn't get claimed, it doesn't get claimed. If it does, the player who receives it, perfect, they get it for free. The person who gave it to charity will then get points for that. And ultimately, if you set up the shop, they can spend their points in the shop to get additional perks and additional things. So it's all about community-driven economy. In that sense, you can have it so, I don't know, you can have a piece of paper there where you can convert 100s, or let's go with 1,000 karma points, maybe translates into 500 in-game dollars, which then they can use in a shop to buy items. So the plugin is quite versatile in that sense. So I think it's really handy, and it would be really good to see some more servers using it. A wide range of, I guess, game modes and game types this can be applied to. As you've seen, like, let's go to messages. You can change the prefix. The only additional prefix you will need to change will be the announce item given and drop GUI. The prefix is not included in those messages. And of course, down in the GUI, of course it's a GUI that doesn't have a prefix. But you can translate everything. You can completely change everything to suit however you want. It is worth noting. Let me double check. Yeah. So let me show you in the game. If I load up Charity, the only things that cannot, so like this can be translated, the book, the donate items, and the stats, I believe, cannot be translated. So that will always be in English for now. I will of course give a option eventually where we'll add in an ability to change the messaging on those, so it can be whatever you want it to be. But I believe that at the moment it is not there. Let's double check just one more time. Item shop messages, receive, cooldown, console, GUI. Oh no, I lied. So you've got charity items, previous, next page, how to use book, stats, yes, no, how to use, and then the stats item lore. So yes, sorry, you can change it. So it's book and stats. It's just the chest. Okay, so you cannot disable the chest at the moment. Let's save that and let's reload charity. So here you can see that those other items have changed. This one here, at the moment you cannot disable it, you cannot translate it. But once again, I'm myself, I'm a small developer. I do this in my spare time, I love doing it. And I do have a Discord server, so any updates, anything that you want updated or added, just of course reach out to me there and I can do it. So eventually in an upcoming update I will fix or I'll add the ability to disable the chest and to what else? And to translate it. And of course you've got the points keyword there, which is also broken. I thought I had fixed that, but I hadn't. So of course in a future update we will get that fixed. But pretty much that's it. That's charity. That's how to use it. I hope to see you around in the Discord server. I hope you enjoy the plugin that I've made. It is really, really cool, really, really unique, and just very versatile. So anyway, that's it. That's charity, and I hope you use it. See you later.